Zurubang, Ultimate Battle Royale of everything and more. Battle 6. Act 1. The arena opens. A sound like 1,000 crystal glasses shattering in reverse echoes across existence. Glass reforming into geometry, into beauty, into arena. The dome materializes with a harmonic hum that vibrates through dimensions. Its walls catching light that shouldn't exist and scattering it into prismatic infinity. The biome shimmers into being. The crystal cavern dome, a subterranean cathedral of towering amethyst spires, luminescent quartz formations jutting from obsidian floors, and stalactites that drip not water but liquid starlight. Bioluminescent fungi carpet sections of the ground in soft teal, while geode clusters the size of houses reflect the combatants' form into fractured multitudes. Zurubang descends from a rift in reality, his golden coat billowing despite the absence of wind. His 4 arms spread wide in welcome, blazing with ancient amusement. Welcome, fragments of fiction and fever dreams! His voice is every frequency at once. Tonight, in my crystalline murder garden, 8 souls shall test their mettle, and most shall shatter like the pretty rocks around them. The crowd, millions upon millions crammed into pocket dimensions, hovering on spectral platforms, pressed against the dome's exterior like cosmic sardines, roars with anticipation. A section of fans dressed as silver-haired swordsmen clashes with a rowdy contingent wearing Starfleet uniforms, while somewhere in the chaos, a lone man holds a sign reading, "I did not hit her." "Behold your combatants!" Zurubang announces. F tier from the skies of Balloon Fight, Balloon Kid, the floaty menace, professional bird botherer, the boy who brought balloons to a sword fight. 2 red balloons phase into existence first, followed by the small helmeted figure dangling beneath them. He kicks his legs experimentally, drifting upward. The arena's invisible dome stops his ascent with a soft bonk. A section of the crowd visibly winces. F tier from the rooftops of San Francisco, Johnny, the room's finest, emotional support disaster, master of dramatic entrances. A door materializes. It opens. Johnny walks through it, football tucked under one arm. "Oh, hi, Arena," he says to no one in particular. C tier from the fields of Azeroth, Tauran warrior, 8 feet of beath and honor, the Horde's philosophical headbutt, war stomp certified. The ground trembles. A massive bovine figure materializes mid-charge, hooves sparking against crystal. He stops, nostrils flaring, and raises his totem weapon high. "Loktar Ogar," he rumbles, "victory or death." B tier from the Starship Enterprise, Data, the positronic polymath, strength of 40 men, poetry questionable, contractions impossible. Data materializes in a shimmer of transporter light, already scanning his surroundings with golden eyes. His head tilts precisely 4.7 degrees. Another B tier! Zurubang's voice rolls over Data's analysis like thunder. From the spirit realm of Shaman King, Ana Kyoyama, the Itako extraordinaire, trainer through torment, scarier than the ghosts she summons. A young woman in a black dress appears, arms crossed, expression utterly unimpressed. Balloon Kid drifts slightly further away from her without understanding why. A tier! The crowd noise shifts. Anticipation builds. From the blood-soaked pages of Marvel Comics, Wolverine! The adamantium-laced anger, the Canadian berserker, best at what he does, and what he does isn't nice. Snicked. 3 claws extend before he fully materializes. Logan lands in a crouch, yellow costume catching the light, already snarling. Great, he growls, eyeing the floating child with balloons. Happy popping. A tier from the Hero Association of One Punch Man, Tank Top Master, S-Class Savior, muscles upon muscles, Tank Top Philosopher who throws buildings respectfully. The hero appears flexing. There is no other way for him to appear. His tank top strains against physics itself. The tank top, he announces to no one who asks, is a state of mind. Wolverine stares at him. Bub what? Zurubang's forearms rise. The lights dim. The crystal formations begin to sing. S tier. And finally, from the ashes of Nibelheim, from the cells of Shinra, from the very edge of godhood, a single black feather drifts down from above. Sephiroth, the one-winged angel, mother-obsessed nihilist, 7 feet of malevolence wielding 8 feet of Masamune. He descends slowly, impossibly, silver hair cascading, coat billowing in wind that doesn't exist. The Masamune catches every light source and reflects none. Johnny waves at him. Oh, hi, Sephiroth. The one-winged angel's eye twitches imperceptibly. Act 2. Perception of the fighters. Sephiroth's Masamune catches the cavern's strange light. His Mako-green eyes sweep the arena with cold appraisal. Insects. Mother, watch me cleanse this realm. The Tauran warrior snorts, hooves finding purchase on the obsidian floor, massive totem strapped to his back. Ancestors, guide me. Data's yellow eyes process 17 threat assessments per second. Fascinating. The tall humanoid sword appears to violate several laws of physics regarding center of mass. The muscular human's confidence suggests significant combat experience. I calculate my survival probability at... He pauses. It would be unwise to complete that calculation aloud. Ana Kiyoyama stands with arms crossed, 1080 beats clicking softly at her neck. Her expression could freeze the luminescent fungi. Mph. Overconfident men everywhere. The one with the long hair thinks he's special. You'll all make excellent training partners for Yo, she mutters, in the afterlife. Balloon Kid looks down at the assembled warriors with the wide-eyed terror of someone who has just realized this is not, in fact, a friendly balloon festival. Wolverine's nostrils flare, claws still sheathed. Pretty boy with the katana's got a scent like death and something alien. Tauran's honest, warrior's musk. The android don't smell like nothing. His eyes fixed on Sephiroth. He growls. That sword's what? 7 feet? Compensating for something, pretty boy? Tank Top Master performs a single magnificent flex, and 3 nearby crystal formations crack from the sheer displaced air pressure. Everyone, fight with honor. The spirit of the tank top flows through all who embrace... He notices Johnny. Johnny stands in the center of the arena. He turns to the nearest combatant, the Tauran, and smiles his inexplicable smile. You are my best friend. The Tauran warrior blinks. We have never met. So, how is your sex life? Act 3. This will hurt. Zurubang's voice shatters the tension. May the ultimate battle royale begin! The crystal cavern explodes into motion. Sephiroth moves first, because of course he does. Masamune is singing through the air in a horizontal arc that would bisect Balloon Kid, Tank Top Master, and a particularly large stalagmite in one stroke. Tank Top Master catches the blade between his palms, muscles bulging, veins like rivers. Massive! He roars. Sephiroth's free hand gathers shadows. Meaningless. Thoom! A burst of dark energy sends Tank Top Master skidding backward through 3 crystal pillars. He emerges, bleeding from a gash across his chest, but grinning. Now that's a fight! Wolverine has already closed the distance, claws out, aiming for Sephiroth's kidney, only for the Masamune to reposition with impossible speed, deflecting the adamantium with a shower of sparks. Your metal is interesting, Sephiroth observes, blocking another slash. But metal can still be destroyed. Talk less, fight more, snicked, snicked, snicked. Meanwhile, the Tauren warrior charges toward Data, totem raised, bellowing an ancestral war cry. Data sidesteps with mechanical precision. I must inform you that while I respect your cultural combat traditions, your telegraphed attack pattern allows for 94.7% prediction accuracy. Prediction this! The Tauren's war stomp cracks the obsidian floor. Data stumbles, then adapts, sweeping the warrior's legs with surprising force. Correction, 96.3%. Ana Kiyoyama has not moved from her initial position. She watches the chaos with the expression of someone grading a disappointing exam. When Balloon Kid floats past, desperately seeking safety, he spots her stillness amidst the carnage, an island of calm. He lands on her head. Just stays there. Perched like a terrified bird, fingers clutching her hair, balloons bobbing gently above them both. Anna's eye twitches. The temperature around her drops several degrees. Get off! Anna tilts her head back slowly, her eyes meeting his with the patience of someone who has trained Yo Asakura through hell and back. This boy is not surviving the next 3 seconds. Spirits of Asakura line, her voice is ice. I apologize in advance. A ghostly hand materializes, not a claw, not a weapon, just a single spectral palm, and flicks Balloon Kid off her head like a crumb from a tablecloth. He tumbles through the air, balloons tangling, before a second spirit casually pops both with pointed fingers. The scream that follows echoes off every crystal surface in the cavern. Balloon Kid! Eliminated by Ana Kiyoyama. Anna smooths her hair back into place. A single strand has been displaced. Unforgivable. A constellation forms above, a small boy outlined in gentle light, still clutching phantom balloons. Johnny has somehow wandered directly into the path of the Wolverine-Sephiroth duel. He stands there, football tucked under his arm, watching the 2 warriors exchange blows that shatter crystal formations and crack the obsidian floor. Hey guys, he calls out cheerfully, seemingly unaware of the Masamune whistling past his ear. Violence is not the solution, you know. Wolverine ducks a horizontal slash, then catches Johnny's eye mid-dodge. Get out of here, bub. You're gonna... How about we play a little football together? Johnny produces the ball with a flourish. It's a great way to relax. Very therapeutic. Ahahaha. Sephiroth flash steps behind Wolverine, blade singing. The Canadian barely parries in time. Johnny takes a step closer. You know, I used to know a guy like you, he says to Sephiroth, nodding sagely. Very dramatic, long hair, always talking about his mother. He pauses thoughtfully. He was a drug dealer. The one-winged angel's concentration falters for a microsecond. What? Yeah, he got arrested. Very sad story. Johnny shakes his head. Don't do drugs. They can really mess you up. Sephiroth, catch! He actually tosses the football at Sephiroth. The legendary soldier, the one-winged angel, the nightmare of Nibelheim, instinctively catches it with his free hand. He stares at the football. He stares at Johnny. Something in his Mako-enhanced brain refuses to process what has just happened. Wolverine uses the opening to rake his claws across Sephiroth's back. Sephiroth spins, Masamune carving a deadly arc. Johnny has wandered even closer. Oh, nice catch, by the way. You have very good reflexes, very athletic. Maybe you should try out for... Sephiroth's backswing carves through him like paper. Johnny flies backward in two separate pieces, bisected clean at the waist. The football rolls away, forgotten. You're tearing me apart, Sephiroth, he announces, arms wide, perhaps waiting for a laugh track which is never heard. And with a smile and a thumbs up, he dies. Johnny, eliminated by Sephiroth. The crowd falls silent. Then, from the depths of the audience, a single voice, "What a story, Mark." The one-winged angel's eye twitches. He looks down at the football still lying near his feet, then kicks it into a stalactite with enough force to vaporize it. "I hate this arena," he mutters. Tank Top Master re-engages, this time with a crystal spire the size of a sedan, wielded as a club. Sephiroth flash steps backward, but Wolverine is there, claws raking across his arm. Silver blood hisses where it touches the ground. "Bleed like the rest of us, pretty boy." Sephiroth's eye flash. "You dare." "I dare plenty." Data and the Tauren have reached a stalemate. The android's superior processing against the warrior's raw power and combatant instincts. "Your tactical adjustments are impressive," Data acknowledges, blocking a horn thrust. "Starfleet Academy's combat protocols are proving insufficient." "The Horde teaches us to adapt, machine." The Tauren grins, blood matting his fur. "Adapt and overcome!" His totemic strike connects, sending Data careening into a wall of amethyst. Sparks fly from the android's shoulder joint. Warning, structural integrity compromised. Engaging emergency. Anna appears beside him. Simply appears. Her movement somehow more unsettling than teleportation. "You have no soul," she observes clinically. "That makes this complicated, but..." The 1080 beats glow. "Not impossible." Spirits erupt from her summoning, ancestors of the Azakura, warriors from the centuries past, all channeled through her Itaku arts. They tear into Data's systems, not physically but spiritually, attacking the spaces where a soul would be. Data's eyes flicker. "Fascinating. Your spirits are attempting to interface with something that does not exist." His head tilts even as his systems begin failing. "And yet, I am being damaged. Does this mean the soul is not required for spiritual harm? Or that I possess something analogous?" "You talk too much," Anna says flatly. "A common criticism. I have never understood why curiosity is considered..." His voice glitches. Considered a flaw." Data, eliminated by Anna Kiyoyama. A new star joins the constellation, golden-eyed, still trying to process the experience. The Starfleet section of the crowd subs collectively. Someone is playing Blue Skies on a harmonica. The Tauren warrior rounds on Anna. "Honorless. He was a worthy opponent." "He was in my way." She doesn't look at him. "So are you." "Then face me, Spirit Seeker, for the Horde!" He charges. Anna doesn't move. At the last second, she steps aside, directly into the path of the deflected strike from the Sephiroth Wolverine tank top brawl. Masamune, redirected by Tank Top Master's desperate parry, carves a line across her shoulder. She hisses, the first genuine emotion she has shown. Blood, surprisingly red for someone so cold. stains her black dress. You. Her eyes find Sephiroth. You'll regret that. Sephiroth laughs, and the sound is like funeral bells. I regret nothing. I am beyond regret. Wolverine's claws punch through the chest from behind. You're a windbag, bub. That's what you are. Sephiroth looks down at the adamantium protruding from his sternum, looks back at Wolverine, and smiles. You think this stops me? His body dissolves into black feathers, reforming 20 feet away, wound already closing. I am Sephiroth. I am the chosen one. I am boring. Tank Top Master hurls the crystal sedan with everything he has. It shatters against Sephiroth's Masamune barrier. But the distraction is enough. Wolverine is there again, and this time the Tauren joins him, both warriors pressing the one-winged angel back with coordinated fury. Anna watches, calculates, summons. Act 4. Endgame. Remaining fighters. Sephiroth. Minor wounds regenerating, Mako reserves depleting, increasingly annoyed. Wolverine. Multiple lacerations, healing, adamantium skeleton intact, berserker rage building. Tank Top Master. Significant injuries, 3 cracked ribs, spirit absolutely unbroken. Tauren Warrior. Heavy damage, bleeding from multiple wounds. Honor demands he continues. Anna Kiyoyama. Shoulder wound, spiritual reserves taxed, still terrifying. The crystal cavern has become a graveyard of shattered formations, the beautiful biome reduced to glittering rubble. Above, 3 constellations watch, Balloon Kid Johnny and Data forming an unlikely celestial trio. Tank Top Master stands shoulder to shoulder with the Tauren. Warrior, your strength, it reminds me of my Tank Top brothers. Your strange cloth philosophy honors you, human. Together we can. Sephiroth descends from above, Masamune burning with Genova's light. You cannot! What follows is less a battle than an execution. The Tauren's war cry becomes a death rattle as Masamune pierces his heart. He falls to his knees, looking up at the one-winged angel with something like respect. The ancestors call me home. Loktar Ogar. Tauren Warrior eliminated by Sephiroth. Tank Top Master catches his falling body, lowers him gently. Rest, brother. Then he rises, turns to Sephiroth, and for the first time his smile is gone. That was dishonorable. Honor is a construct for those too weak to win. Then let me show you strength. He moves faster than he ever has, fists blurring, each punch carrying enough force to crater steel. Sephiroth deflects, dodges, but can't fully escape. One blow connects with his jaw, sending the angel spinning. Wolverine presses the advantage, claws seeking vital organs. Kid's got heart. Heart, Sephiroth spits blood, is just another organ to pierce. Heartless angel! The arena flashes white. When vision returns, Tank Top Master is on his knees, all strength drained, reduced to a single hit point's worth of life. The Tank Top never surrenders. Sephiroth's blade falls. Tank Top Master eliminated by Sephiroth. The crowd's S-Class hero section erupts in anguished screaming. 3 remain. Wolverine, Anna, Sephiroth. The metal clothing and the child. Sephiroth's single wing unfurls, black feathers catching impossible light. Mother will be disappointed by such meager offerings. Wolverine growls. Your mother's so repulsive, she had to mind-fuck you into loving her. Sephiroth's eye twitches. Actually twitches. Wolverine laughs, rough, genuine. Guess I finally hit the right spot. You know nothing, you abomination. Anna strikes. Every ancestor she can summon, every ghost bound to her bloodline, channeled into a single, overwhelming assault on Sephiroth's fractured psyche. He screams, a sound no one has ever heard from him. The spirits find the cracks. The boy who was experimented on, the soldier who was lied to, the son who never had a mother. Get out of my head! You have no head, Anna says calmly. You have no soul. You have nothing but a dead alien's dreams. But Sephiroth is S tier for a reason. The Masamune moves through spiritual and physical planes simultaneously, a technique even Anna hasn't anticipated. Her spirits scatter. Her defenses shatter. The blade finds her heart. She looks down at it, then up at him. Her expression never changes. Yo, I'll see you eventually. Anna Kiyoyama eliminated by Sephiroth. The Shaman King fans wail. Someone screams, "She was best girl!" and is not incorrect. 2 combatants remain. Sephiroth, wounded in ways that transcend flesh. Wolverine, healing factor working overtime. Feral smile on his face. Just you and me now, pretty boy. Just me, Sephiroth corrects. And a corpse that doesn't know it's dead. They meet in the center of the ruined arena, beneath the watching constellations, and the final battle begins. Adamantium against impossible steel, healing factor against Genova cells, Canadian stubbornness against godlike delusion. For 5 minutes, an eternity in battle time, neither can gain advantage. Every wound Wolverine takes heals. Every strike Sephiroth suffers, he regenerates from. They are matched in persistence, if not in power. But S tier is S tier. Sephiroth's Masamune begins to glow with the light of a dying star. Enough! I tire of this. Supernova! The arena fills with the light of a collapsing sun, contained only by Zurubang's unbreakable dome. When it fades, Wolverine is half flesh, clinging to adamantium bones. He should be eliminated. He isn't. You dumb bastard! Flesh reconstitutes around metal. Muscle reforms. Skin grows back. That all you got? Sephiroth stares. I've been killed by Phoenix, Wolverine snarls, rising. I've been killed by the Hulk. I've been killed by Thanos, Magneto, and a bunch of goddamn Sentinels. He pops his claws. And that thing you call a mother? She didn't make you 'cause she wanted a son. You were just useful. You know it. You've always known it. Sephiroth says nothing. The temperature in the cavern drops 15 degrees. His eyes, Mako green, cat slit, lock onto Wolverine with something that hasn't been there before. Hate. He launches himself at Sephiroth one final time. Masamune catches him through the chest, through the heart, through the spine. He doesn't stop. Wolverine's claws find Sephiroth's throat. And unlike the angel, adamantium doesn't give, doesn't bend, doesn't forgive. They stand there, impaled on each other, dying together. But healing factors vary. Tell your mother, Wolverine growls, claws still in the angel's neck. I said hi. He twists. Sephiroth, eliminated by Wolverine. Act 5. Victor. Winner, Wolverine! The one-winged angel's body dissolves into light, and then Sephiroth too becomes a star, the brightest of them all, watching the arena with Mako green light. Zurubang descends, applauding with all four hands. Magnificent! Blood and tears and existential crisis. This is what Zurubang, Battle Royale of everything and more, lives for. Wolverine collapses to his knees, body still knitting itself together. He looks up at the constellations, Balloon Kid, Johnny, Data, the Tauren, Tank Top Master, Anna, and now Sephiroth. Hell of a fight, he mutters. All of you. The crowd explodes. The Marvel section is triumphant, naturally, but even the Final Fantasy faithful acknowledge the victory with respectful silence. Wolverine limps toward the arena's exit, where a portal of golden light awaits. He pauses at the threshold, lights a cigar that has somehow survived everything, and takes a long drag. This is a non-smoking arena, Zurubang announces cheerfully. Wolverine's eyes narrow. Zurubang is laughing out loud. Smoke away, little murder man. You've earned it. Not bad, he says. Not bad at all. The portal swallows him. Above the ruined crystal cavern dome, Zurubang begins reassembling reality, preparing the space for its next incarnation. His eyes scan potential futures, potential combatants, potential chaos. He smiles with too many teeth, because there's always a next battle.